4 weeks into the NFL season, Joe Judge is probably already regretting the hiring of Jason Garrett as the offensive coordinator. And as a Cowboys fan, I love watching Jason Garrett fail, as the reason why Jason Garrett did stay in the NFC East was to prove Jerry Jones and the Cowboys wrong and show that he can be a successful offensive mind. And he once was a successful offensive mind. And to be honest, the only reason why he got a coaching job all the way back in 2005 was because he was an NFL quarterback. And that's the most efficient way to get a coaching job in the NFL, is to be a backup quarterback or a longtime player. After Jason Garrett's retirement, he was the Miami Dolphins quarterbacks coach from 2005 to 2006. After 2 years of being in Miami, in 2007, he was hired to be the Cowboys offensive coordinator. After 1 year of being the offensive coordinator, he was given the assistant head coach job as well as the offensive coordinating job. And in 2010, he was the interim head coach and ended up taking the head coaching job for the time being. And in 2011 was his first full year as a head coach, and that lasted up until 2019. That is a quick summary of his coaching career, and let's talk about how it all went wrong. When Jason Garrett was the interim head coach, he went 5-3, and that's what made Jerry Jones make the decision to keep him the job, because in 2010 the Cowboys were at a losing record, and Jason Garrett seemingly turned it around. But from the years 2011 to 2013, Jason Garrett had 3 consecutive 8-8 seasons and was really frowned upon by the Cowboys fan base, me included. But in 2014, Jason Garrett quickly proved all the haters wrong, taking the Dallas Cowboys to a 12-4 record and a divisional playoff loss to the Green Bay Packers, and the infamous Dez catch, incomplete pass call, whatever you want to call it. As a Cowboys fan, it was definitely a catch. And that was really the highlight of his career, because in 2015, with the injury to Tony Romo that pretty much kept him out for the entire season, playing in a handful of games, Jason Garrett took the Cowboys to a 4-12 record, and that really can't be blamed on Jason Garrett. Matt Castle, Brandon Weeden, Kyle Orton, the main quarterbacks throughout that season, with no consistent running game, leaning towards Darren McFadden as their number one and Joseph Randle. So that season really can't be blamed on Jason Garrett. But in 2016, taking the Dallas Cowboys to a 13-3 record with the impressive rookies of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and Sean Lee having his best year. Obviously, a lack of receiving weapons really helped Jason Garrett get that head coach of the year award or coach of the year, because he coached Dak to having an impressive season without many weapons other than Ezekiel Elliott. And that comes down to Jason Garrett, but also Scott Linehan, the offensive coordinator, which also just shows how good Dak was in 2016 and the effectiveness of that great offensive line. But after that season, it was a train wreck from there. 2017, the Cowboys went 9-7, and in 2018, the 10-6 record. And in Jason Garrett's last year as a Dallas Cowboy, going 8-8 for the 4th time in his tenure. In Dallas, as a head coach, he did have an overall record of 85-67, which is pretty impressive, almost a win-loss percentage of 560, which is okay. 2-3 in the playoffs obviously is the biggest problem in Cowboys history in the past decade. You could even say 2 decades, is the lack of playoff success. And having the years as a coach with prime Romo, DeMarco Murray, prime Dez, Jason Witten, a decent defense majority of the time, and obviously the best football or best offensive line in football from the range of 2014 to 2017 is a downfall. And that's something that he gets degraded on, because he had all this talent and couldn't win many playoff games. He won one in 2014, the wild card against the Detroit Lions, and then the wild card in 2018 to the Seattle Seahawks. As a Cowboys fan, I do have a strong hate for Jason Garrett, and I am glad to see him fail with the New York Giants.